Okay, so for those of you who are on my live broadcast for Tip Tuesday today I talked about, do you believe in yourself? So as I'm actually sitting here, of course, every one of my topics are things that I am also dealing with as well. And so the first thing that I am deciding to do, because on the broadcast, I gave you guys a journaling prompt. And the journaling prompt was, whatever is holding you back, I want you to make a list of. So I'll make a list of 5 things that are holding you back when it comes to living out your goals and dreams. And so that is what I have been doing over the last week. And so that being said, now I need to put those fears to bed. Like, I need them gone. So each and every day, I may find myself saying, let me just go ahead. So every other day or moment, I may find myself saying, and this is Kara. I got my little girl with me here now, because you guys know after I do the broadcast, I go and pick her up. So yeah, and then we get back to work. So I actually got back to the office and started working on these goals in order to overcome those fears that I have when it comes to moving forward on my goals and dreams. And I shared in my broadcast, to break out, to be happy, to create timeless dreams, and to make epic things happen, I have to do some things that scare me. Things that are on my vision board that I don't necessarily believe that I can do. And so in order for me to do that, I have to confront the fears that I face head on. And so every other day, I think I get over the fears, right? Hey there, Walking in Her Shoes book. Thank you for joining in. I did a live broadcast today talking about, do you believe in yourself? And so we make these vision boards. We create we write in our journals about the things that we want to do. But do we always believe in those? And so today I decided I was going to get on here and talk about it with you guys, because as I've been pursuing things in my life, there are still moments, or almost like every morning I'm like, oh my gosh, can I do this? What did I say I was going to do again? And it's all because I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the things that I'm required to do in order to bring my goals and dreams to life. So after the broadcast, I came back to the office and I'm looking around because I'm like, okay, I have a lot of to-do lists. I have a lot of things I'm working on. But you know what? I can't lose focus. So I figured I'd share what I did with you. So I'm a very visual person. So I started by making, for all of the fears that I put, go back and check out the broadcast over on Facebook about today's topic. But in order for me to confront the fears that I am facing at this moment in my life, I have to name the things that are holding me back. So I named 5 things that are holding me back right now. As a result of those 5 things that I wrote down, I have come up with 5 things I could do to overcome those fears. So for example, and I'm going to put it out there because I know this is 2 things that people always say that hold them back. Time and money, right? Time and money. Some people feel like they can't do things because they don't have the money to. But is money the problem? No. Money is not really the problem. It's the fears of the things you have to do in order to get the money. It's the lack of motivation. It's the discouragement. It's the things that hold you back, that stop you from getting the money. Right? Yeah, right? It makes sense, right? So I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit today on the broadcast. And that's what I shared today over on Facebook. So after the broadcast, I'm back at the office, and here are the things that I'm going to do on my journey. Because I can't keep looking at, my vision board over there. The dreams are not going to come to life because I made that board. I got to get out there and do it. And that board, it was all good when I was putting it together, but now I'm walking in those shoes. And it's scaring the heck out of me, guys. It really is. So I got to put this loud and proud, these things that are going to help me overcome my fears. And how am I going to do it? I wrote it. I wrote it down. I put it into this document because what I was going to do, so let me plug my phone. Inside the front of my planner, I got to stay focused. And in order for me to do that, I always put a sheet in front of my planner that outlines my priorities really quickly so I don't lose sight of them. So I said, you know what? It's time to make a new one. And I got like a little Post-it and I was going to write them the 5 things, right, to overcome my fears. Yeah, right. I'm talking about fears. I got to have more than just a Post-it note to help me overcome my fears, right? So if you're working in a Post-it note mindset when it comes to overcoming your fears, it's time for you to rewrite your life, reset your mindset, and realize reality is no joke. And a Post-it note ain't going to help you conquer no fears. So that being said, that's why I have the vision board. That's why I have my journals. Like I have the Create journal. You guys can go check it out on my website, right? I got my Create journal. And what I'm going to do is I typed it out loud and clear. My business, my logo's there because there's purpose behind this. And it says, Latonia, stay focused. So when you make yours, I'm going to encourage you to make yours. Put your name and say, stay focused, and give yourself a little bit of love. That's what I did. I need to, in order for me to overcome my fear number 1, which happens to be exposure, going out networking, going out sharing what I do with companies and influencers, and I hate networking. I really do. I'm an introvert. I like to just stay in my little comfort zone, teaching my journaling workshops, but that's not going to get me to where I want to be in life, staying in my comfort zone. So I gotta get out there, get exposure. I have to tell you guys about my journals. If I don't tell you about them, how are they going to help you? If I want to help people and share my joy with people, I have to be telling you about the tools that are helping me to get there. And so that's the next thing. Then I'm like, I got to start running workshops online. So you guys who are joining me here right now, how will you ever be able to learn what it is I'm teaching people about journaling if they working locally? Yes, I have an office. I have an awesome office, and I'd love for you guys to come check it out. But you can't reach me here if you don't live in Brockton, Massachusetts. How am I going to grow? How am I going to reach you? So that means I have to step outside of my comfort zone and get online. Get these workshops online, right? And so the next thing I had is work on my Best of Me program behind the scenes. So I've been really, really busy running programs, speaking at events, and teaching my programs that I currently have. But one of my main programs right now, I have stopped running it because I let time get in the way. So number 2, right? First was money, then it's time. And those can alternate. But ultimately, it's the fears that stop us from making time and making money. So I have to work on that. I need to fit more time into my schedule to get that program done. Because ultimately, the things that are on your heart to do and achieve, somebody's waiting on you to help them. Somebody's literally, your story, the things that you've gone through, if you're not sharing that stuff with the world, somebody's life is not being reached. Some of the talents and gifts you have are not being, are not blessing others, are not touching the lives of others in ways for them to do what they were called to do. So we can't let our fears stand in the way. So it says, yes, they are. Yes, yes. And so the last thing I have is write your self-love talk. Now, our testimony is not for us. Absolutely, right? Which actually ties into write your self-love talk. So guys, you may look at my feed and you may have been getting to know me. And so welcome and thank you for all of the new friends here on the Let's Write Life community. But I did not used to be in this place in my life where I was sharing my story through journaling, teaching other people how to journal, because I did not believe in myself. And I've only gotten to this place because I have been growing over the years, learning more about myself, so much that even when I don't believe myself, I've gotten to know myself well enough to try new things that I wouldn't normally try before because I didn't know those things about me. Does that make sense? The more you know about yourself, the more you're willing to try things that you didn't think you used to be able to do. That's some gold nuggets right there. Nuggets of wisdom. Food for thought. And so write your self-love talk. I need to do this because, like Walking in Her Shoes has said, our testimony is not for us. And there's some things that I've learned along the way, and maybe, yes, the negative thoughts will tell me, no, Latonia, everybody already said that, or people already know these things, and XYZ, but they don't know my story. You guys don't know my story. So yes, everybody may be talking about self-love, but they're not talking about it the way that it turned out to be life-changing for me. So all that to say, you guys, I want to encourage you in your journaling to ask yourself at this particular moment of your journey, what fears are stopping you? Once you write those things down, I want you to come up with one thing for each fear that you've listed, everything that has set you back or feel is holding you back. I want you to act that with an action that's going to help you confront it so that you can stay moving forward in life. So you don't have to feel stuck. So you don't have to feel like you're not in control, because you are, but you just have to fight for that control back. Don't let life happen to you. You need to let, yourself be a part of that journey. So people don't always know what steps to take to get to know themselves or how to identify their negative talk. Absolutely. And I actually have a lot of videos over on Facebook that talk a lot about that. And actually today when I was talking about, thank you guys for the hearts. But when I was talking about today was, let me see, what steps to take to get to know themselves. Yeah, actually, I have a download. It's called 30 Life Questions to Awaken Your Personal Growth. That's over on my website. It's only $7. But in order to get to know who you are, you have to be asking yourself the right questions. And when it comes to journaling, what life steals us the most of is time. And if you don't make time, you will not get to know who you are. So it is a commitment to making time for yourself so that you can know who you are. That's the first step. How to identify their negative talk. Well, journaling will identify your negative talk for you. If you write down the same things enough, you will realize that what you're writing about is things that you cannot change. And it's time to take responsibility for your own happiness. And that's pretty much what happened to me. I got to a place in my life where I looked at my journal one day and I said, I'm sick of writing about these things. And I literally took my journal and rushing through the pages, and I'm just like, I've been writing about stuff I can't change for years. Now, you guys, words have power. And if you're writing about stuff that hurts you, and if you're writing about stuff that you cannot change, you're writing that stuff into your story still. You're giving energy to it. And I had to tell myself, I can't keep writing about this crap. You just get to the point where you're kind of sick of writing about the same stuff all the time. And then reality hits you and you're just like, okay, I need to do something different. I can't let somebody else, you can't let other people be responsible for your own happiness. That's something you need to be responsible for. And your words have power, and your words can change. And so by connecting with people like me, by connecting with people who influence you in positive ways, you'll have the conviction of what they're saying, and you'll be like, crap, yeah, I've been doing that. a sign right there. Don't act like you don't hear people when they talk and they're telling you what they're doing and how they've been moving forward. And you look at your own life and you're like, I don't know how to do this or that thing. You know what to do. You just haven't made the time to do it, or you haven't made the time to figure out what you have to do. And so that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm out here giving out free information to inspire you guys, because I know what it's like to feel stuck. I've been there before, but I learned how to overcome it. And it starts from knowing who you are, building the confidence that already exists within you, and taking that confidence wherever you want to go in life. Not because you believe you can achieve the things that you want to do, but because you believe in yourself enough to try. And so here I'm writing these things out, and I'm literally going to print this sheet out, and I'm going to put it in the front of this Create journal where I brainstorm all my big goals and dreams, ideas, everything. I'm going to put it in front of my planner, because when I wake up in the morning and I get to this office and I'm like, oh, what do I have to do today? I know I thought of something that I was going to do to make some money today. What was it? I need to just see this real quick to be like, okay, yeah, let me pick up where I left off. And here's why. Sometimes we forget the why we're doing all this work. So I put on my sheet, I'm going to not just get exposure, but how and why is on my vision board. The why is over there. And I'm also going to put it in this notebook, because I use this notebook every day. So if I ever lose sight of where I'm going on my journey, I have places I can turn to remind me, because life will pull you away from your vision. Life will make you forget why you're working so hard in the first place. So I hope that this quick broadcast has inspired you, given you some motivation for another day. Every day is new. You realize that? Every day is new. So you can't just go thinking, oh, okay, because I did this stuff today, I'm going to be motivated for the rest of your life. No. Every day is a new day with new opportunities, with new challenges. So within every day, you should be having new things that inspire you. Well, that is why I journal every single day, because it's a new day with new thoughts and new negative thoughts and new things that happen, and you got to stay focused. All right, my friends. So I hope that was inspiring to you. You guys know what to do. You can catch me here on Instagram. Share some comments, share some love. Let me know what your journey is all about and what fears you're going to overcome today. Check out some of my latest posts and some of the videos I have over on Facebook at Let's Write Life, same exact name as it is here on Instagram. And for those of you who are watching from Facebook, take some time to look through some of my old broadcast topics to figure out where you need to be inspired on your journey. Okay, friends, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.